Dear student, dear students, welcome to Cost Accounting Session-27 of Karnataka University Dharwad of Become 5th semester. Today's topic will be Unit 4, Element of Cost. Out of that, time rate and piece rate. Time rate and piece rate. Wages or remuneration is a reward for services rendered. It is a compensation paid to laborers for their physical and mental services rendered in the organization. Wages are paid on the basis of time and piece. Time rate, it is also called as time wages, where wages are paid based on time spent on the job. Piece rate, it is also called as piece wages, where wages are paid at a specific rate on actual output produced by a worker. Incentive wage plan, here incentive or encouragement is provided to the efficient workers on paying them more in addition to the normal wages. When workers will get some additional to their normal wages, it is known as incentive wage plan. Now we'll look into the difference between time wages and piece wages. Basis of difference: time wage and piece wage. In basis of difference, basis for fixation of wages. In time wage, it is determined on the basis of time spent on the job by the worker. Piece wage system, it is determined on the basis of output produced by the worker. Basis of difference: guaranteed time minimum wages. Minimum wages are guaranteed under time wage system. Minimum wages is guaranteed under time wage system. There is no guarantee of minimum wages under piece wage system. Quality control. Quality is controlled in time wages, as the wages is based on the time. Quality is not controlled because they are concentrating much on their output. Rigid supervision. Rigid supervision is required based on time because of idle time. Possibility of idle time will be more in time wage system. Rigid supervision is not required because if piece wage is paid, they are concentrating their output because it is paid on their output. Support. Employees and trade unions support time wages, where there is a minimum wage guarantee is there. Trade unions and workers will support the time wage system. Efficient employees and employers support efficient employees, and employers support the piece wage system. Merits and demerits of time rate. Merits: easy and simple to understand, does not discriminate among the workers, quality is protected, applicable where work cannot be measured in physical unit. Example: clerical work, executive services. For all these, time wage system is suitable. Demerits: no incentives for efficient workers, and payment is made for idle time also. Here it will not differentiate between efficient and inefficient worker. Idle, sometime it will pay waste to the payment of idle time also. As minimum wages is guaranteed, slow working will result in increase of labor cost. As the minimum wages guaranteed to the worker, they will go for slow working, which will result in increase labor cost per unit. Merits and demerits of piece wage system. Merits: it encourages for higher productivity by rewarding an efficient worker. Idle time is not paid up for. Calculation if earnings is very easy and simple. Calculation of earning is very easy and simple. Supervision cost will be less as workers are efficient. In piece wage system, supervision is not required as they are much concentrated on their output. Demerits: no guarantee of minimum wages. Here in piece wage, minimum wages is not guaranteed. Quality of work is neglected for want of output. If they want to produce more and more output, quality will be compromised. Beginners and learners are unable to earn adequate income. That is a demerit. Beginners and learners, it is bit difficult to earn adequate income under this system. Now we will see an illustration for time wage. In an organization, time wage per hour is rupees 10, and time taken by the workers during a week is A 40 hours, B 48 hours, C 44 hours, D 50 hours. Calculate the earnings of each worker if time wages are paid to the worker. It is based on time. Wage rate per hour is rupees 10, and time taken by the worker: A 40 hours, B 48 hours, C 44 hours, D 50 hours. Calculate the earnings. Solution will be time wages is equal to actual time taken into time rate. Actual time taken into time rate. Earnings of workers on the basis of time wages are as follows. For A, 40 hours into 10 rupees per hour is equal to 400 rupees. Its total earnings will be 400 rupees. For B, 48 hours into 10 rupees per hour is equal to 480 hours per 480 rupees. Total is earnings will be 480 rupees. For C, 44 hours into 10 rupees per hour is equal to 440 rupees. For D, 50 hours into 10 rupees per hour, its total earnings will be 500. Then we will see a small illustration for piece rate. Calculate the earnings of workers under the piece rate system, where the piece rate is rupees 5 per unit. Per unit 5 rupees. The actual output of worker is as follows. On the particular day, X 10 units, Y 12 units, and Z 8 units. It is 5 rupees per unit, and their output here they are paid based on their output. X 10 units, Y 12 units, and Z 8 units. Piece wages is equal to number of units produced into rate per unit. Number of units produced into rate per unit. Earnings of the workers or piece wages of workers is equal to X 10 units into rupees 5 per unit, 50 rupees. Y 12 units into rupees 5 per unit, 60 rupees. Z 8 units into rupees 5 per unit, 40 rupees. These are my references. Thank you.